By now, you've had a chance to kind of match these pictures with the words. And this is the video for reading vocab today. Now, I want to start by talking about these pictures and how they actually came. So the word comeback, if you look at the picture of the guy in the crutches and then he's walking, when you come back, you return to a healthy state. For something to be native, it needs to belong naturally. For example, these pineapples falling on the ground. That's a natural thing. Then here, I've got migrating, where the animals are moving with the seasons. These birds are flying away and migrating to a new home. When we restore something, we return it to its original condition. Here you've got the rusted, beat up version, and here you've got the fully restored version. And last but not least, you've got a fungus, which is something that lives off decaying material. Now that you've had a chance to do that, I want you to take a moment to match the words with each correct word. I want you to look at the words and decide belonging naturally. Where does that belong? What about moving with the seasons or original condition? What about organism eats decay? What about return to healthy? Where do those fit? I want you to pause the video now while you take a moment to do that. All right, you're back. And the first word, native, which means to belong naturally. The next word, migrating, which means to move with the seasons. The next word, original condition, goes with restore. And then when we have an organism that eats decay, that's a fungus. And last but not least, to make a comeback, you return healthy. Now there's one last thing I want you to do. Now I want you to take the time to break each word into syllables. I want the sub to pause the video while you take the time to do that. Now that we're back, let's talk about how these words each broke into a different syllable. Well, I've got creation. Remember, T-I-O-N is what we call final stable syllable. It never breaks apart. The next one I've got is comprehend. 3 syllables. Check. Did you splash them there? Next, I've got vision. Now I've got vision, and I realize I did that wrong. It should be the S-I-O-N should be stable and it should not move around. Sorry for the block here. I don't know why it's doing that. Check out the next one, option. T-I-O-N. Final stable syllable, just like this in creation, it doesn't change. Then I've got navigate, describe, handle. There's another final syllable stable with D-L-E. Then I've got swimming. Now what I want you to do is you've taken these time to sort these by the syllables. Now I want you to figure out which ones have a final stable syllable. You're going to move them over to this side. And which ones do not have a final stable syllable. I want you to move them over to this side. Have the sub pause the video while you go ahead and do that now. Let's check. Creation has T-I-O-N. Vision. There, I fixed it on that one. I don't know why I didn't fix it on the other one. Comprehend is over here without a final stable syllable. It's H-E-N-D. Option, T-I-O-N. Navigate, no final stable syllable there. Describe, same here. And handle does have the final stable syllable, L-E. So now that we've done that, this is kind of getting you ready, making sure that you're set to go for Friday, which is tomorrow's quiz. It's our final one for this week and the final one before fall break. So make sure we're focusing on those final stable syllables and those vocab words. Now, it's time for reading.